I don't want to do a victory dance over and over again on being right when it comes to COVID. I want the madness to stop. That's the most important thing. I want the libs, I want the Fauciite commies to take their boot off our throat and the mask off our face. That would be a great start, right? Let's just get down into reality here for a second. First of all, they have failed. Okay? They failed to stop the spread. They can talk as much as they want about how the shot is good for individuals to protect against hospitalization and death. And sure, that's a good thing. And we say that here on the show. But that means that individuals who are at risk should choose to get the shot. And the public messaging focus should have been on getting those at risk the shot. Not 30-year-old nurses that already have natural immunity who don't want the vax. Not 5 and 10-year-old kids who are at effectively no risk from COVID whatsoever. But they refuse to be reasonable. They wanted control. They are in a panic. The libs have lost their minds. And they want to drag us all into their insanity in perpetuity. We say no here on Hold the Line. First of all, is it a failure to stop the spread? Gee, take a look. New York Post headline. New York reports over 90,000 COVID cases, and they've broken another state record. We are breaking COVID spread records after a vaccine mandate has been in place for 4 months. Oh, but I thought we did everything right. I thought if we masked up and took the virus seriously. Nope, wrong. That's not the case. We all understand what's really going on here, right? You're seeing the enormous failure of the narrative and the apparatus of control in real time. This is clear to everybody now. Right? The whole, we're going to be fine. Remember when the lib journos in D.C. and New York and in other Democrat enclaves were laughing at Florida over the summer? Ha ha, Ron DeSantis, they have bad COVID case numbers because they didn't listen to the science. Oh, about that. Florida's doing just fine right now. They've got a pretty sizable COVID surge, but not on the lines of what you're seeing in New York. And turns out that the virtue signaling did not coincide with actual viral protection, did it? Meanwhile, the data that we have to base all this off of, is it sound? Is it good? Do we even know how many people are in the hospital with COVID versus from COVID? Because that's what really matters. We don't care when it comes to our COVID conversation about an asymptomatic case with somebody who's there for appendicitis or somebody who's there with a broken arm in the hospital, right? So do we have real numbers on this? Well, here's the director of the CDC, it's just an utter incompetent, saying, oh no, we'll get back to you on that.
Do you know how many of the 836,000 deaths in the U.S. linked to COVID are from COVID, or how many are with COVID, but they had other comorbidities? Do you have that breakdown?
Yes, of course. With Omicron, we're following that very carefully. Our death registry, of course, takes a few weeks to collect. And of course, Omicron has just been with us for a few weeks, but those data will be forthcoming.
Forthcoming. I feel like they're not in a big rush